Today I'm going to tell you guys how I lost 3 kgs in 3 months while getting significantly stronger. And in all honesty, I ate a fortune. So I thought I would just share a little bit about what I did. And it really wasn't rocket science. It really wasn't some incredibly difficult program or something that was difficult to follow. All I did was substitute one meal a day from the normal garbage that I was eating to a very simple system. And the reason I say system is a lot of the diets I see online, especially fads and that sort of thing, you really wind up going through a lot of thought when you're preparing your food. All I did was say, right, we need certain things. If I want to maintain strength and increase it, I have to have protein. If I want to fuel my workouts, I have to have some healthy carbs, and I do need to obviously take in the right micronutrients and fiber and that sort of thing. So instead of overcomplicating things, I actually went back to really, I think, a staple that's been around for many, many years, which is different varieties. I'm going to say chicken and broccoli, but it was actually different proteins, sometimes steak, sometimes chicken, sometimes ostrich. I don't think you probably get that in many countries. And a lot of the time, especially on non-workout days or light workout days, I actually left off the rice completely. Not to say I went without carbs. I didn't go keto, but I would have my whole grain toast for breakfast and that sort of thing. The biggest change I can honestly say, and the differentiator, was broccoli. And I tell you why. Because I eat like a pig. When I started wanting to lose a bit of weight, I decided that I was going to try and reduce the amount of food I eat, because obviously if you use more calories than you take in, you will lose weight. But there were two problems. The one problem is that I've got a huge appetite, and it became very, very difficult to sustain it. So I could pull it off once or twice a week, and the rest of the time I just didn't have the discipline. And the other thing is, I really am focused on building strength. And I'm in my late 40s. I've got 2 young kids. I need to be there to have dad strength for them for a very long time. So I can't afford to lose strength and do it. I know a lot of people are taking GLP-1 drugs, Ozempic and that sort of thing. That's just not really going to work for me, because I really need functional strength. I need my body to operate, and losing weight for the sake of it, it's not going to, it's not really in line with my goals. Now, I don't know what size you are. I don't know what weight you are. I don't know what your appetite's like, but I can tell you for sure, if you eat a 350 gram head of broccoli, you don't have as much space for rubbish afterwards. If you take it in with a good protein, then you can still actually keep your body primed to get stronger. And if you moderate your carbs and adjust them according to your needs for the day as far as your gym goes, you would be absolutely surprised how tiny little tweaks can change things. Now, I'm going to add a caveat, because at one stage I did completely leave the carbs out, and it did accelerate my weight loss. It probably won't for everybody, but the challenge became, after I went too extreme, my lifts did start to suffer. So am I saying that you should eat the same thing every day? No, there's varieties of this that you can use. I tend to eat a lot of chicken breasts. I'm not a huge fan because they tend to be a bit dry, and I'm not putting any sauce or anything on. I'm eating a lot of skinless, boneless chicken thighs, not always so easy to get. And sometimes I will substitute with steak or other proteins. I try to keep it to lean proteins. Mince is actually a good way to go. If you get lean mince, it's readily absorbed protein. I'm not a dietitian, but I can tell you that you're not going to go too wrong. Just don't pack it in a creamy sauce or something like that. But right here, my family know, my friends know broccoli, brock and chicken. Even my kids know Dad loves brock and chicken. And I'm telling you now, if you want to maintain your strength while losing weight, then try my brock and chicken story. If you feel you don't have the fuel for your workouts, add a bit of carbs in. Don't be shy. Have some rice, some sweet potatoes, some baby potatoes. Don't go drenching everything in sauce. I've actually got some chicken that did have a sauce on it from a barbecue where you may be from today. But as a general rule, I'll just put on salt, pepper, maybe some lemon juice, some hot sauce and that sort of thing on the broccoli. Nothing really but some salt. I know that it sounds boring, but having a system, I barely need to think. And it's really helped to fuel my workouts, make me stronger, and honestly lose some stomach fat, which is what I really wanted to achieve. What I would love to hear from you is, have you tried something like this before? Did it work for you? What have you tried that hasn't worked? And are you going to give this a bash? Cheers.